The massive conference hall buzzed with tension as representatives from different alien civilizations gathered. At the center stood Jay Park, a lean military commander with sharp eyes that missed no detail. Around him, holographic displays flickered with star charts and strategic projections. The Galactic Council believed humans were nothing more than primitive beings occupying a small blue planet. They saw Earth as a potential resource to exploit, a world ripe for colonization. What they didn't understand was the resilience burning within humanity's core. Coral Vrent, the lead alien diplomat, approached the human delegation with a condescending smile. His translucent skin shimmered under the artificial lights, and multiple eyes scanned the human representatives with obvious contempt. "Your species has been selected for integration," he announced, his voice a cold mechanical sound. "Resistance is not recommended." Jay Park remained silent, his hand subtly touching a small communication device hidden in his sleeve. Behind him, Dr. Hara Kim watched the proceedings with calculated patience. She had spent years preparing for this exact moment, developing technologies that would remain invisible to the alien scanners. The alien delegation presented their peaceful terms of surrender. They demanded complete access to Earth's resources, unrestricted mining rights, and total submission to the Galactic Council's governance. To most species, such terms would have seemed overwhelming and impossible to resist. But humans were different. As the negotiations continued, Jay noticed how the aliens completely underestimated human potential. They saw technological advancement as a linear progression, failing to understand humanity's remarkable ability to adapt and innovate under pressure. Dr. Kim's research team had already developed quantum communication networks that could bypass any alien monitoring systems. Underground facilities across multiple continents were preparing defensive strategies that would remain undetected until the precise moment of activation. The alien representatives continued their presentation, showing star maps that marked Earth as just another potential colony. They discussed resource extraction plans, population management protocols, and expected timelines for complete planetary integration. Each word they spoke only fueled the quiet determination growing within the human delegation. Jay Park's eyes met Hara Kim's for a brief moment. A slight nod passed between them, their preparation was complete. The aliens believed they were negotiating with a submissive species, unaware that every word they spoke was being analyzed, every technological signal was being studied. Coral Vrent finished his presentation with a final statement. Humanity will comply with the Galactic Council's directives. Resistance is futile. Little did he know how wrong he was. As the alien delegation prepared to leave, confident in their imminent victory, hidden systems began to activate. Quantum encryption algorithms started running, defense networks initialized their protocols, and a global communication system prepared itself. Humanity was not going to be anyone's colony. The small communication device in Jay Park's sleeve vibrated almost imperceptibly. A message scrolled across its microscopic screen: Operation Firewall ready. Outside the conference hall, satellites positioned around Earth began recalibrating. Massive underground research facilities hummed with energy. Scientists and military personnel who had been waiting for years were now fully alert, their fingers hovering over activation switches. The aliens believed they had won before the battle had even begun. They were about to learn the most important lesson in galactic history: never underestimate humanity's spirit of survival. As Coral Vrent turned to leave, feeling triumphant about the successful negotiation, Jay Park allowed himself a small, knowing smile. The real conversation was just about to begin. The unseen threat was not from the alien civilization. The unseen threat was humanity itself, a species ready to fight, ready to survive, and absolutely unwilling to be conquered. Earth was preparing for war. And the galaxy had no idea what was coming. In the weeks following the alien diplomatic mission, Earth transformed. Every major city became a hidden fortress of technological preparation. Governments that once fought each other now worked together with unprecedented unity, their previous conflicts forgotten in the face of a greater threat. Jay Park established a global defense command center deep beneath the Rocky Mountains. Reinforced concrete walls and advanced electromagnetic shielding protected the most sophisticated military planning facility in human history. Here, strategists from every continent worked around the clock, analyzing alien communication signals and developing countermeasures. Dr. Hara Kim's research team operated in a series of underground laboratories spread across different continents. They had discovered something remarkable in the alien communication frequencies, vulnerabilities that no other species had ever identified. Each breakthrough brought humanity closer to a technological edge that would shock the Galactic Council. In Tokyo, a team of quantum physicists worked on developing adaptive communication systems that could change frequencies faster than any known tracking technology. In Sao Paulo, engineers designed compact energy weapons that could bypass traditional defensive shields. Moscow's research centers focused on developing nanotechnology that could repair and modify military equipment in real time. The global scientific community had never been so focused. Universities that once competed for research grants now shared information freely. Young researchers who had dreamed of space exploration now found themselves at the center of humanity's most critical mission. Military training changed dramatically. Soldiers were no longer just trained in traditional combat, but in advanced technological warfare. They learned to operate quantum-encrypted communication systems, handle experimental energy weapons, and understand complex alien technological patterns. Satellites around Earth were quietly modified. What appeared to be standard communication networks were actually complex monitoring systems designed to track potential alien movement. Each satellite became a potential weapon, capable of disrupting alien communication or delivering precision strikes. J. Park knew that preparation was not just about technology. It was about spirit. He organized global communication campaigns that transformed human fear into determination. News networks, social media, and international broadcasts carried a single message: humanity would not surrender. Dr. Kim's most significant breakthrough came from an unexpected source. By analyzing the alien communication signals, she discovered a fundamental weakness in their technological infrastructure. Their advanced systems relied on a centralized communication network that could be potentially disrupted by a sufficiently complex countersignal. Underground manufacturing facilities began producing specialized equipment. Factories that once made consumer electronics now created advanced defense systems. Every piece of machinery was designed with multiple backup systems, ensuring that even if parts were destroyed, the overall network could continue functioning. The world's most powerful supercomputers were now dedicated to simulating potential alien invasion scenarios. Thousands of possible battle strategies were run simultaneously, each simulation providing new insights into potential defensive and offensive maneuvers. Cybersecurity teams worked to create complex defense algorithms that could protect critical infrastructure. They developed systems that could not just defend against attacks but could potentially turn alien technological weapons against themselves. Space exploration programs, previously seen as scientific curiosities, now became critical military research centers. Telescopes and deep space monitoring stations were repurposed to track potential alien fleet movements. Every piece of data was analyzed, every signal studied. J. Park understood that humanity's greatest weapon was its ability to adapt. The aliens saw humans as a linear, predictable species. They would soon learn how wrong they were. As weeks turned into months, the preparations continued. The world waited, not in fear, but in quiet, determined readiness. Humanity had transformed from a collection of competing nations into a unified force with a single purpose. The aliens thought they were coming to claim a planet. They were about to discover they were walking into a trap. And humanity was ready. The first alien ships appeared without warning. Massive triangular vessels breached Earth's atmosphere, their metallic surfaces gleaming with technological superiority. Coral Vrent's fleet expected immediate surrender, confident in their overwhelming firepower. J. Park watched from the underground command center, his fingers hovering over the activation panels. Beside him, Dr. Hara Kim monitored complex holographic displays that tracked every incoming alien vessel. "Engage Defensive Protocol Alpha," J commanded, his voice calm and steady. Across the planet, hidden defense systems powered up. What looked like ordinary communication towers transformed into advanced weapon platforms. Satellites that had been silently orbiting Earth for months suddenly revealed their true purpose. The first wave of alien attack ships approached major cities. Their weapon systems charged, expecting to find defenseless urban centers. Instead, they encountered something completely unexpected. Precision energy beams erupted from seemingly innocent infrastructure. Buildings that appeared normal transformed their exteriors into complex defensive shields. Underground missile systems launched from locations the aliens had not even considered possible. 60% of the initial invasion force was destroyed within the first 17 minutes. Alien Commander Derek Malo watched in stunned disbelief as human defenses performed far beyond any known technological capabilities. Their targeting systems were impossibly accurate, their weapon responses instantaneous. In the Pacific, naval vessels that looked like standard military ships suddenly revealed advanced technological modifications. Electromagnetic pulse generators neutralized alien shield technologies. Quantum encrypted communication systems allowed for coordination that the aliens could not intercept or understand. Dr. Kim's breakthrough quantum communication network worked perfectly. Each human defense unit could communicate and coordinate faster than the alien fleet could process their movements. What seemed like random defensive actions were actually a perfectly synchronized global response. Tokyo's defense grid turned entire city blocks into weapon platforms. Sao Paulo's underground facilities launched drone swarms that confused and decimated alien fighter squadrons. Moscow's research teams had developed energy weapons that could penetrate the most advanced alien shield technologies. Jay Park monitored the global response with calculated precision. Humanity was not just defending, they were demonstrating a level of technological and strategic adaptation that the Galactic Council had never anticipated. The aliens had believed humans were primitive. They were about to learn the most expensive lesson in galactic history. Alien communication channels became chaotic. Their perfectly planned invasion was collapsing faster than their strategic algorithms could predict. Each human counterattack was innovative, unpredictable, and devastatingly effective. Orbital defense platforms that had been disguised as standard communication satellites revealed themselves. Powerful laser systems and advanced missile technologies created a defensive grid that the alien fleet had not detected during their initial reconnaissance. Derek Malo's flagship was hit by a quantum-encrypted energy pulse that bypassed all known defensive technologies. His communication systems went dark, his weapon platforms became useless, and for the first time in his military career, he experienced genuine fear. The human response was not just a defense. It was a clear message to the Galactic Council: Earth would not be conquered. As the first engagement concluded, less than 30% of the alien invasion force remained operational. The rest were destroyed, disabled, or had retreated in complete disarray. Jay Park allowed himself a small smile. The first battle was over. But the war was just beginning. Humanity had shown the galaxy that they were not a species to be underestimated. They were a force to be respected, feared, and never, ever conquered. The Galactic Council's worst nightmare had just begun. The aftermath of the first engagement revealed humanity's true potential. Scattered alien technology became the most valuable resource on Earth. Research facilities that had been preparing for years now worked around the clock, dismantling and understanding every piece of captured alien equipment. Dr. Hara Kim stood in a secure laboratory, her hands carefully examining a fragment of an alien communication device. Around her, teams of scientists from every continent worked with unprecedented focus. What the aliens considered advanced technology was about to become obsolete. Jay Park oversaw the global technological transformation. Manufacturing centers that once produced consumer electronics now churned out advanced weapon systems. Every captured alien ship became a treasure trove of technological secrets, with human engineers working to understand and improve upon alien designs. The quantum communication systems developed by Kim's team became the first breakthrough. They discovered that alien technology relied on predictable communication patterns. By understanding these patterns, humans could not just intercept alien signals but also manipulate them. Satellite networks were quickly upgraded. What previously looked like standard communication platforms became advanced weapon and intelligence gathering systems. Each satellite could now track, analyze, and potentially disable alien technological infrastructure. Military training changed dramatically. Soldiers were no longer just fighting units but technological adapters. They learned to operate reverse-engineered alien equipment, understand complex communication systems, and develop strategies that went beyond traditional warfare. In Tokyo, a team of engineers developed a neural interface that could connect human operators directly with advanced weapon systems. In Sao Paulo, researchers created adaptive armor that could change its molecular structure to resist different types of alien weapons. Moscow's teams developed energy weapons that could bypass any known defensive shield. The Galactic Council watched in horror as humanity's technological capabilities grew exponentially. What they had considered a primitive species was now developing technologies that surpassed their own centuries of research. Derek Mallow, the alien military commander, received reports that made no sense. Human ships were now modifying captured alien technology faster than the Galactic Council could develop countermeasures. Each technological breakthrough was accompanied by strategic innovations that made traditional alien military doctrine completely obsolete. Dr. Kim's most significant discovery came from analyzing alien propulsion systems. By understanding the quantum mechanics behind their faster-than-light travel, human scientists began developing their own advanced space travel technologies. What was once science fiction was now becoming a reality. Underground research facilities became the most important locations on the planet. Scientists worked in shifts, pushing the boundaries of human technological understanding. Every captured alien device was a puzzle waiting to be solved, every technological secret a potential weapon. J. Park understood that this was more than just a war. It was a technological revolution that would change humanity's position in the universe forever. The aliens had come expecting to conquer. Instead, they had awakened a sleeping technological giant. Space exploration programs received unlimited funding. Universities around the world redirected their research towards understanding and improving alien technologies. Young scientists who had once dreamed of space exploration now found themselves at the forefront of humanity's greatest technological leap. The global communication network became a weapon. Information was shared instantly across continents, with each research breakthrough multiplying humanity's technological capabilities. What the Galactic Council thought was a divided species was actually a perfectly synchronized technological organism. Weapon systems became adaptive and intelligent. Drones could now think and respond faster than their alien counterparts. Defensive shields could predict and counter alien attack patterns before they were even initiated. As months passed, human technology began to not just match but exceed alien capabilities. Ships that were once considered primitive now carried technologies that made alien vessels look obsolete. Weapon systems that could disable entire alien fleets were being developed in laboratories around the world. The technological revolution was complete. Humanity was no longer just defending itself. It was preparing to take the fight to the Galactic Council. The aliens had started a war. Humanity was about to finish it. And the universe would never be the same again. The final assault began with a silence that terrified the Galactic Council. Thousands of human ships emerged from quantum jump points, their designs a perfect blend of reverse-engineered alien technology and human innovation. J. Park stood on the bridge of the flagship Defiance, his eyes fixed on the holographic displays showing the entire galactic battlefield. Dr. Hara Kim's quantum communication network connected every ship with unprecedented precision. The alien homeworlds never saw the attack coming. Human ships move like living creatures, adapting and changing formation faster than any known technological system could predict. Each vessel carried weapon systems that made the Galactic Council's most advanced technologies look like children's toys. Derek Mallow, the alien military commander who once looked down on humanity, watched in horror as human forces systematically dismantled the Council's defensive networks. Cities that had stood for thousands of years began to crumble under precise, devastating attacks. The strategy was brutal in its simplicity. Humanity didn't just want to win, they wanted to send a message that would echo through galactic history. Quantum encrypted communication systems allowed human forces to predict and counter every alien defensive move. What should have been an impossible invasion became a surgical strike of technological superiority. On the Galactic Council's primary communication hub, leaders watched their entire military infrastructure collapse. Their shields, once considered impenetrable, became nothing more than decorative barriers against human weaponry. Jay Park's voice cut through the communication channels. "This is for every threat, every attempt to colonize, every moment of disrespect," he said, his words clear and cold. Research facilities that had spent years preparing now showed their true potential. Weapon systems developed in underground labs on Earth were now destroying centuries of alien technological supremacy. Each human ship carried technologies that the Galactic Council couldn't even begin to understand. Dr. Kim's quantum adaptive systems turned the entire human fleet into a single, thinking organism. Ships communicated and responded faster than any centralized command could process. The aliens found themselves fighting an enemy that wasn't just technologically superior, but fundamentally unpredictable. Major alien home worlds fell within hours. Defensive platforms that had protected civilizations for millennia became useless against human technological innovation. The Galactic Council's military might crumble like ancient stone facing a modern tsunami. Coral Vrent, the diplomat who had first approached Earth with demands of surrender, watched his entire civilization collapse. The species he had considered primitive had become the most devastating technological force in galactic history. The human assault wasn't just a military operation. It was a complete dismantling of the existing galactic power structure. Communication networks went dark. Defensive systems failed. Entire planetary infrastructures collapsed under the precise, calculated human attack. Jay Park gave one final command. Complete the message. Every human ship broadcast a single transmission across all known communication frequencies. It was simple, direct, and carried a weight that would change galactic politics forever. Humanity will not be conquered. As the final alien defensive positions fell, something remarkable happened. The human fleet didn't seek total destruction. They demonstrated a level of strategic mercy that confused the remaining alien leadership. Dr. Kim understood the psychological warfare better than anyone. This wasn't just about winning a war. It was about establishing a new galactic order. The Galactic Council had come to Earth believing they would find a weak, divided species ready for colonization. Instead, they had awakened a technological force that would rewrite the rules of galactic engagement. Humanity had not just survived. They had dominated. And the universe would never be the same again. The message was clear: Earth was no longer just a planet. It was a power to be respected, feared, and never challenged again.